Well, Dr. Carlo, would you tell us what happens with the jailer here?
Yeah, I love this story. We're not going to go there in the sermon, but there is something powerful about these jokers singing a hymn.
Yep.
One of my most memorable sermons I ever heard in my life, Pastor Eddie Turner, he said, when it comes to doing ministry, some will, some won't. So what? Someone else is waiting. It's this whole sermon on, you can't focus on who's not with you. You can't focus on just right now, someone's waiting for you to live out who God's called you. And he actually preaches it from this text. Like these jailers were waiting, like someone to bring them the gospel, someone to give them some testimony. So I just love that you see these guys in jail. Like, this is what we signed up for. Hey, let's worship. They've been beaten.
Yeah.
It's very graphic. The beating that they had. Scholars will tell you these guys are like no clothes in a dungeon where the toilet is running beneath their feet. Like it's awful conditions. Another fun fact, this is the same place this happens to Paul, beaten to a bloody pulp. And then he writes back to them and says, rejoice in the Lord. I'll tell you again, rejoice in the Lord.
My goodness.
Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near. Like, do not be anxious about anything, but in everything to pray. He writes this to the very people where this was his introduction to them. Powerful.
Yeah.
And so that's what happens. They're just rejoicing in the Lord. The joy of the Lord is their strength. I'm not being cliche or,
for real.
or overly biblical. Like literally that's what's sustaining them. And it's just the perfect environment. They didn't manufacture anything. Oh my goodness. They didn't manufacture anything. They're not forcing the Holy Spirit to move. It's not because they sang this right song in this right key and that's what caused the chains to fall and that's what caused the earth to rattle. Like, stop it. Yeah. That's not what happened. This is another one of those where Holy Spirit was all
They were singing in the right frequency
there.
and the right. It was 6/8 clearly. 6/8 because God only moves in 6/8.
I love that you pointed that out.
Holy Spirit is already there, stirring in the heart of this jailer. And this is just the time that it's executed. And what God uses is the back of the praise of his people who are just doing their thing. We don't see in the text that they were calling out for deliverance. We don't see that they were praying for their chains to break. We don't see that they were praying for freedom and rescue. They're just singing a hymn, worshiping God, and he shows up. So yeah, that happens. And that guy's about to kill himself, the jailer. Because
Why?
Because everyone's free. And he's okay, this is my fault. I failed in my duty.
Right.
And so he pulls out his sword to end his life. And then I love Paul running in saying, don't
do it.
Don't do it.